Go.
Now you see me, Nazi don't.
Oh, that wasn't lame.
FCC, please don't delist.
Please don't.
Spotify.
We can't afford it. Spotify already blacklisted us. We can't afford anything else.
We're like gray listed or something.
Pretty dark out there. I don't know if we're showing up in the search results anymore.
It's nighttime out there, Josh. There's no daylight. Anyway, this is Stevie. This is very exciting because I honestly thought it was going to end because Josh swore off Columbo for the rest of his life.
Yeah. I think
then
in the last episode, too, Josh didn't want to do Columbo
We just
anymore.
brought it up. We're like, hey, let's get back into Columbo.
You know, you're so depressed about the Spotify thing, Josh, and you know we're not getting any listeners anyway. Let's just do Columbo.
Columbo to me feels like fall. It's kind of spooky. It's leading into spooky. The leaves are changing.
There's
it's Columbo
jackets.
season. Yeah.
There's a lot of big hair, a lot of shag carpet and drapes.
Comfort coats. Yeah. A
lot of murder.
Uncomfortable coats, too.
Ooh.
That's a big plot point, I feel like, in this whole series so far that we're actually going to hit. It's kind of exciting.
Doesn't pay off too much, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's touched upon.
The episode we're doing tonight is called what, Pap?
It's called Now You See Him, Season 5, Episode 5.
Oh, it's so exciting. And also, back-to-back Jack Cassidy episodes for us.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Without us even realizing it, because we forgot we did the first episode.
When they were talking about, we know your past, I was like, is this the guy from the last one? is that the secret? Yeah.
But let's be clear. Jack Cassidy plays a totally different character. And in the course of life, back when Columbo came out, this was 5 years removed, not a few mere months or so, or however spoilers listeners are experiencing.
That is pretty crazy, though, to have in the episode of the week, have the same guy play a villain. And he's not like he's like, oh, I don't see the same. He's disappeared in the role. You know what I mean? It's very much like the same, just below the surface gay Jack.
Hey.
I feel like he was
His daughter.
I feel like he was much more repressed in the Steven Spielberg
Agreed.
one.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a lot of
That's
compensation in that one.
That was part of the
This
story.
one, he's just very. I feel like he's actually a character in this one, if that makes sense.
Love Jack Cassidy. Love Columbo.
Love Columbo. But before we get into this episode, I'd like to do an opening question. What's your guys' favorite off-beaten, kind of off the path restaurant you've ever been to? It's kind of like a theme, or it's kind of has a gimmick. Just kind of one of those not a normal restaurant you can go to every time, but it's kind of almost like a experience or destination when you go there.
All right, Pappy, recording from my living room. I got a heaping pile of delicious homemade chicken strips for Josh right in front of him. Treat of the week.
A heaping pile is a good way to put
There's
it.
9 tenders on that plate.
He's yet to touch a tender, but don't worry, we'll keep him fed.
It's heaping.
Okay, two, Stevie. One I'm going to start with, it just instantly came to mind. And we used to love to go here for some reason as a family. And I don't even know why we heard about it. And the food wasn't even that good. But Ed DeBevick's in Chicago?
That's going to be mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny.
They're such assholes.
They were mean to you. The whole gimmick
That's the whole
was
gimmick is they're assholes.
the waitress would be mean to you. She was I remember she called my sister Toots. Hey, get off this. Because my sister stood up on the booth and she's like, hey, get off this furniture, Toots, or something like that. So it was the whole gimmick was hurry up and order, that kind of thing. Also, I might be crazy, and if any listener out here can verify this, I have a distinct memory of being 10 years old, and I think the original Jimmy John's in Chicago or Illinois was also kind of the same thing. It was very much they wanted you to order quickly or get the fuck out of the line. And
There was an original Jimmy John's in Illinois?
Yeah, it's from Illinois, and it was very slowly spread from there. But
Soup, not sandwich Nazi type?
yeah, exactly. It was a
Seinfeld
Nazi,
reference.
Yeah,
Seinfeld reference.
exactly. Yeah. So FCC.
Because good people on both sides.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just funny when they're rude to you. I feel like that should make more of a comeback. But it's asking a lot of your waiters to be an actor. That can't be easy. In retrospect, you're
I
asking.
feel like
a lot.
it's an actor's dream, though, if you're not when you're not in theater, you didn't make a cut. It's well, going back to DeBevick's to practice my craft.
An actor's dream, an HR person's nightmare. Going up to the line too many times.
Okay, Josh from Goshen And then in the name of Goshen, I will say that Dandino's down the road on 33.
Yeah.
It was almost like not a pirate ship, but almost like a ship themed, really good steak restaurant with these like potato skins. They were like a family friend
You have
worked
to,
there
like,
too for a while.
Be here
so,
from that time too to be like, Dan Dino's is kind of a big deal when you were going there.
It was.
Yeah,
It was all
it was a
dark
big
in
deal.
there.
Yeah.
It had like wood and everything. But Brett style, I'll do two answers. I think Lunkers
Oh fuck yeah,
up
dude!
in Edwardsburg.
I think
Now a
so.
dispensary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now a dispensary years later. But back in the day, Lunkers was a huge like fish and sports gear show. Or
It was like Bass Pro Shop, but local, but also a restaurant, but also like a zoo.
yeah,
also
it was like
aquarium.
it was like mostly it was like an aquarium and just like a sporting goods thing. But then like tucked in this corner was this restaurant. All these aquariums around that you could look at while you're in the restaurant, and they had this like burger that was so big if you ate it all, you got it for free. And me and my friends used to try to do it. No, none of us did it. But a quick aside story. Joel Miller one time went with us on one of the trips where we were all like getting the giant burger to see if we could eat it. And instead of ordering a meal, he ordered like a side baked potato and said that he would just make a salad from whatever we didn't want from our burgers. And he ate like a king that night.
I bet, dude.
It was ridiculous.
Didn't they have an alligator too at Lunkers? Like a
big cast
Crocodile?
thing?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, that makes sense. It was a very showy place. That like it kind of makes sense that it went out of business because the overhead must have been huge, but
On
it
the
was so
fish
cool.
alone.
Dude,
Yeah.
I feel like it was a very expensive operation to even like have
All those aquariums and lights.
It was
and
like the
waitresses. They had a kitchen.
You can't like oversell the aquariums enough. Fish everywhere, in
Dude,
this place.
every wall is.
And as someone who's the owner of like a decently sized aquarium,
Yeah, you've heard it on the pod before.
I can't imagine. Well, Josh tried to kill them all, but
Well, somebody on the Spotify feed like complained about where'd you guys record this one?
for real,
Yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, let me think.
What you got, Stevie?
I got a couple. Someone helped me out from Chicago. This is like 10 years ago. I remember being very drunk, and I went. This is when I'm during like
Dave and Buster's.
no. Well, no, but yeah, there's a story about that. Anyway, I remember being in Chicago, and I went to an Alice in Wonderland bar, and I remember like the chairs being huge, the drinks being insane, and I just remember thinking this is a very, very unique experience. Not someplace like you visit all the time, but just it's one of those things that you say like you've been to. You know what I mean?
Down the rabbit hole had to be something like that.
well,
right?
describe the vibe. Like, where you're going. What do you see? What do you?
Giant chairs.
Oh, like you took the
Yeah, you took like the small potion and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like the drinks are all potion like.
drink me and then small. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like remember the episode of Parks and Rec where they go out for Adam Scott's like bachelor party and Tom takes him to like a really crazy bar where they're like, "Oh, you drink the smoke." It was a lot like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. What other one can I even think of? It's very like themed restaurant.
What about rainforest?
Dude, yeah. Rainforest is a banger, and everyone who's been there knows like when the gorillas like during like the thunderstorms start going nuts, it's a lot of fun.
Just down the road, Essen House. Thoughts?
What about Rock and Roll Cafe? Is that what it's called? What the one with the guitar?
Rock and roll. Alley oops.
No,
No. He's talking
it's
about
like at airports and shit.
He's talking about Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rock.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be Johnny Rockets.
And Essen House, biggest restaurant in Indiana, totally Amish themed.
Is it the biggest restaurant in Indiana?
Yeah. By
Like
far.
by square footage?
Yes. And I think by sheer number of, well, that's probably not true.
Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh.
Oh, the Hard Rock.
Planet Hollywood?
Ooh,
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Hollywood and Vine was in Mishawaka too.
Hollywood and Vine, Planet Hollywood. The Planet Hollywood in Disney was pretty sick when it came out.
They always had some like random ass piece of movie memorabilia. It's like, oh, that's the
You
fucking
can really
Beetlejuice.
see the connecting theme of all the places we're talking about don't exist anymore.
True.
People don't like the themed restaurants.
It was
I
apparently.
think
like 90s.
I think people want their food and their entertainment separate. Like the What is it when they're jousting the like
That up there,
times.
medieval times.
medieval
that cup
times?
I have on my
feel
mantle.
I feel like even that's on its last leg.
No,
I hope
Dude.
not. I hope not.
It's bangers.
no. As someone who went to medieval
They
times,
sell out, man.
I went to medieval times 3 months ago. It's fucking amazing. It's like pro wrestling meets a fine dining ish experience. I loved it. That beer, that mug, probably like $20, but worth every single drop of milk.
Well, it costs like $100 to get in the door there.
It was insane.
They're not missing meals at medieval times, man. They charge a pretty penny.
I mean, listen, I saw like 15 horses, like 20 performers. Like, I don't know. That's going to make. I think it's going to make a comeback. I'm buying the stonks of themed restaurants while they're low. Like 2030 will be the year of themed restaurant comebacks. Mark my words.
I feel like we have to go in that direction. You know what I mean? You're right. It just has to happen. Like, what do you think will be like the next themed restaurant? The Office?
Based on the way we're going, it's going to be German. It's going to be very clean. It's going to be very.
The trains will run on time.
Yeah, exactly.
The trains ran on time. Speaking of German and trains running on time,
Yeah.
let's get into this very apt episode.
Prophetic, even.
Ooh.
What's the bad guy's name in this?
Mueller.
Stephen Miller. Or
Stefan.
Mueller.
Stefan Mueller.
Stefan Mueller.
Not Stephen Miller at all.
Stefan. You gotta say it the German way.
Sounds like a fucking keeper for West German.
But we've been talking about kind of like these gimmicky restaurants, you know, what they were growing up in. You know, we grew up in the era of gimmick restaurants, right? Which they all failed, for Christ's sakes. I mean, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Even Rainforest Cafe is on its last legs. Like, they're expensive as fuck. And you don't see them a whole lot anymore.
Even those smaller versions of that, like Pizza Hut, where you go and eat, and there's the arcade.
There's that shitty racing game in the corner.
What was the place called that they served Mojo's right down there in Dunlap, and it was like
Shooters.
Shakey's?
Shakey's. You know, I have a big mug from Shakey's.
Shakey's and Shoney's for a while. Like there's like an arcade.
And there was Shooters.
And you go there and you hang out, and it's over. It's over for that.
Didn't the barcade in South Bend also close?
Yep, that's recent. That's like a month or two ago.
I like that place too. It's pretty cool.
But how many times did you go there? Like twice, like me?
3 or 4 times. Yeah.
Can I just throw out one more? Beer Exchange in Kalamazoo. You guys been there?
I've been there with you.
Yeah, it's like a stock market for beer. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
That ain't going anywhere.
That's pretty fun. Yeah.
But that's not really like, I mean, I guess it's kind of a theme in a way, but it's like its own
Gimmick.
little theme.
Give me
Yeah.
the hook. Give me the hook.
Yeah.
Don't
I mean,
bore us. Get to the chorus.
Yeah. I mean, for everyone who wants to open a restaurant, remember, entertainment and food separate. But I promise you there will be an office theme restaurant in the next 10 years.
Chuck E. Cheese? Chuck E. Cheese, have they gone out of business?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's kind of a theme.
The one Chuck E. Cheese mouse got arrested. Did you see that?
For what?
They came to his work and arrested him? I don't know.
Bad stuff.
That's well, listen, I mean, you don't arrest a man in costume. It's
Tax evasion. No, the office theme restaurant is going to be called Dunder's. Promise you, it'll come out in the next 10 years.
yeah, you're not wrong.
No.
That mouse wasn't. Never mind.
No, just let that one go. Just let it ride. But
Good
Josh,
self-control.
That mouse wasn't.
oh,
They arrested him.
Brendan Carr,
Hard beep
I
over
didn't
that.
say it
We're still on
my own
Spotify.
For a minute.
Yeah.
for a minute. Josh, we spent a lot of time in this gimmick restaurant, which is amazing. Can you set the tone for us? Because we spend a lot of time without one Lieutenant Columbo. Set the scene for us. What is this place? What are we doing here?
We're transported back 50 years into an Americana.
Has it been 50 years?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
And this is a restaurant that doubles as first of all, a baller restaurant.
Banger.
Steaks, stews,
Lobster.
lobster.
Fine drinks, cocktails,
And while you're eating,
Giant offices.
or maitre d'.
you'll receive a young man singing some like Sinatra-like tunes to you for the first act.
Boo, bring
Lounge
He's
music.
all right. He's just warming you up.
He sucks.
Boo. And then Santini comes on, and he's like one of the best magicians out there. He's like Penn and Teller wrapped into one, right? Notably, and then I'll hand it off to you guys, his act always starts off with the lights coming up on stage and everyone waiting expectantly, only for him to show up behind the audience.
What a showman. He gets
The greatest showman, you might say.
Dude, there's a lot.
There's a lot of clues.
Yeah, a lot. He's planting a gun. He's grabbing a little microphone device. There's.
I had no idea what that was. I thought it was a hearing aid or something. I don't know.
And can I say, like, from the jump, this is a well-directed episode of Columbo. Like, it's the camera pans, the way it, like, will linger on something surprising, and then like kind of pan over to something else to get back to the action. It's really well done all around.
And like, I know we're gonna get pretty deep into this episode, but I have to say this because to me, what makes Columbo's iconic is not just one Lieutenant Columbo. To me, it's always like the heavy, it's the bad guy, right? It's always like bad guy of the week. Who is it? What are they? And out of the 7 we've done so far this year, or so far we've been doing Columbo's, I mean this year, but just, you know, this will be our 7th one we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I feel like Jack Cassidy's turn as the Great Santini is like the most believable bad guy we've seen the entire time. I believe this man's a magician.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this man was a Nazi. Like it's just a belief thing for me. Like how engrossed he is in the role. Like how they have him actually doing magic tricks on camera. It's cool.
Listen. His magic's okay. He makes a bunch of coins rain out of a handkerchief at one point.
I've never seen you make a house of cards underneath a cloth.
Fair. I've never pulled a bird out of my ass either.
Your fingers are not fast, though. Happy.
The coins are just slipping out of my hands. I'm also more comfortable. So the Great Santini, I don't want to jump the gun here, Stevie. Can I give his backstory a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it's hard to explain the state I was in watching this episode, having known nothing about it, because it just, like, keeps ramping up and ramping up and ramping up. Santini walks into the sweatiest man you've ever seen in your entire life's office. Have
you ever seen the movie A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey?
I don't think so.
It's the sweatiest movie ever made. It's a lot of levels like this. It's super sweaty.
Film language, I think they're saying this guy's close to a heart attack. He's chugging wine, like he's stressed.
He gets shot in the show. He might have just died on camera. Like he was that sweaty.
He got shot in the heart too, which is kind of a clue.
It's very like Polly from The Godfather. Whenever you see like a big man drinking wine, red wine, while he's sweating, just like
He's got that spicy marinara.
I know what that guy.
Go do your job.
Yeah. So he walks into his office, and there's instantly an argument about this guy behind the desk, sweaty man's cut of Santini's recent tour.
He's the backer. He's the money.
They aren't close in their negotiations here, Pap.
50% to 5%.
That's ridiculous.
Now, when I say it ramps up, like it starts out with like this tense negotiation. Having seen a number of Columbos, you're like, okay, this is the sticking point. No, sir. That's not the sticking point. The sticking point is, I know where you came from. He's like, I was merely a boy. And then the guy behind the desk goes, there's no boys in the SS.
Jerome, I'm bored with you bleeding me. I'm afraid we're going to have to make a change in our little arrangement.
There are no changes. Sergeant Merla. You see how the very mention of that name renders you completely helpless. You keep forgetting that I know who you are and where you came from.
I was 21. I was merely a boy.
No one in the SS was merely a boy, Merla. No one in the camps was just a boy, unless he was being taken into the oven. Don't misunderstand me. If you push me, I will tell.
He's just following orders.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like I also had this moment where, oh yeah, in the 70s, that was only 30 years ago. That's like the 90s now to then. So, yeah, pretty crazy.
My question to you guys is, we've had a lot of talks about the classic bitch wife being the reason for the murder.
Yeah.
And basically this boss kind of steps in for that trope. Do you guys think this is like the strongest blackmail we've seen? Like, you were a Nazi and I'm dangling that over your head versus Like it brings to mind the Johnny Cash episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Where his wife is like,
Sexual assault.
I know what you did with this 15-year-old 12 years ago. I was just a boy then. No one was a boy back then in Arkansas. Like, I don't know.
Can I say I'm more comfortable with the blackmail angle than someone just murdering their annoying wife? Like that's it's a little goes down a little easier.
I get it.
I mean, not only that, he threatens to like turn him into the Israeli government, like specifically.
Dude, Israeli prisons.
Not to mention layers to this: sweaty Italian man, not Italian, Palestinian actor. For real.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Another wrinkle to Columbo. Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not censoring this episode. Then
This was the one that took us off Spotify. We lost it all for Columbo.
Yeah, but the wild part about this intro is, like, also pretty ballsy of one great Santini to go from 50% to the man he's got to be making bank, right?
Oh, yeah.
He said, what, 100,000 in 1 month? Mm-hmm. That's 50 grand in a month?
I got to be honest, the guy who gets murdered, the guy behind the desk, has no leverage, right? His whole show is Santini's daughter, and Santini's daughter's boyfriend, right? Like, what leverage does this guy have? If Santini goes to Israeli prison, he's got no ass.
He's got nothing.
Yeah. He's gonna get that drunk tightrope guy? What does he got?
the drunk tightrope guy.
Who, Grandpa Joe?
Yeah.
What city? This is in LA. I mean,
Yeah.
there's got to be more
That's
acts
true.
around.
Is this LA?
It's always LA.
I know, but
Los
it
Angeles
just seemed very like.
But there's never repeating act like. Okay, can we get into something else? Speaking of repeating actors.
What, Jack Cassidy?
No, he's a repeating actor as a different character, but I haven't seen the episode, but the detective they meet here upon a
Greenhouse
little later.
Jungle.
Sergeant Wilson, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to have been in a previous episode, right?
Greenhouse Jungle.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about that? Because Columbo hears his name, and he's like, oh boy, what am I getting in for? And like, there's a feeling of continuity maybe I was missing a little bit.
I think it was season 5, episode 1, maybe episode 2.
So just a few episodes back.
It's just like a few. It's within the same season, if I remember correctly. It's only 2 episodes that he appears in.
Okay.
This episode makes it seem like it was like 3 or 4. It's 2 eps. It was called Greenhouse Jungle. I always like it when different cops or different detectives come along with Columbo.
Yeah.
It's just that feeling of camaraderie where he's not doing it alone. But the wild part about this episode, which is fucking wild, is what the great Santini is doing everything in the build-up. You have no idea what the hell he's doing or why. Like,
Yeah.
he's planting a gun. He is dressed up as a waiter with a stash and a toupee.
We can get back to that. We'll get to Wilson in a little bit because there's more questions I have. But let's dive more into the intro. I'm sorry.
Specific
Stevie.
murder.
It's a specific murder coming down. Like, he is planting microphones. He is setting up like him to be places so people know where he's at. Like, he's doing. There's a lot of like setup in this episode. It's a giant trick.
It's an act within his act.
Within the act, right? And like
and that's kind of cool.
He's also doing the Houdini while he's doing all this.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be locked in a box underwater.
The whole audience thinks, yeah, he's like in a
By the way-
metal box underwater.
By the way, 9.5 minutes selling point is insane.
That's a long
I'd be like, 9.5 minutes? Like, I can finish my steak in that time.
Dude, he's got his daughter out there just shaking her ass the whole 9 minutes.
She has virtually no act. She's like dancing with a fucking ribbon the whole time.
Dude, she has the birds come out of balloons. Pretty sweet trick.
Yeah, we've already seen birds
She's
come
just
out of things.
I don't mean to be misogynist because I'm picking
Josh
this
is
apart.
calling her tail.
She just looks like she's like dancing around sexually up there. Like that's the extent of her act.
From a showmanship standpoint, it's hat on a hat. You got a man locked in an iron box. Like, you don't need the daughter dancing around with a ribbon. Like, the drama is this guy's locked in there. You don't know that he's.
That'd be
he's
cool
gonna
if she was just up there like doing a prayer for hope
Yeah.
for like her dad in the box. I hope he survives this.
Did you guys figure out the number 4 trick when it first
Right
happened.
away. Oh, yeah.
I didn't figure it out till like Columbo did. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, explain what that is, and I want to tell you what I've heard a magician spill before.
Okay.
Because it's interesting.
Because I've never seen that trick. I was like, maybe.
Yeah, what's the
Okay,
trick?
so what happens is this is when the great Santini is like supposed to be in the water, and he's like going around in like the waiter's outfit, planting all of his shit. So he's like upstairs by the office. His microphone, which is going to be talking out, is downstairs where he's supposed to be.
Correcto.
The waiter is supposed to be bringing him brandy because he drinks that every night before he goes back on stage. It calms his nerves. Right. So like I said, there's a mountain setup here. There's a mountain shit ton of setup here. And like to confirm it's him, like they play a game every night where if he guesses the correct number, he'll give him like a $5 tip, which in today's dollars is like probably $20.
Yeah.
Decent tip, right? And so he was like, through 0 through 4, pick a number. And the waiter's like, 4. And he's like, pick up the skull. And he picks up the skull and it says, I knew you'd pick 4. And he's like, Santini, you've done it again.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, you've done it. And I was like, oh, maybe they have a history. Maybe he just knows. Or I never thought about like other things would have numbers.
There's a lot of things on that little shelf outside of his office. I thought about that, right? I was like, yeah. Like, I really thought the dramatic reveal of Columbo would be like, and I bet under this flower pot, we're going to see, I bet the number 1. Or something like that.
I heard it was like one of those things where a magician exposes their secrets. And they're talking about an example of a trick they did. And this is a magician who just had they had been like writing in correspondence with a famous musician. Let's just say it's like Bon Jovi, whatever.
Okay.
Don Bovey?
And they're like, hey, we're finally going to be in the same town. Like, how can we meet up and like hang out for a few hours? And they just like rented an Airbnb just so like the two like parties could get together to hang out for a while.
Yeah.
And he goes, so my trick was I got the address of the Airbnb and went there 8 hours early and planted 50 numbers under different rocks and items around the backyard.
And remembered everyone.
I mean, that's impressive.
Well, he had his friend keep notes.
Oh, shit.
And so then he actually arrives late, like later in the day. He makes sure he arrives late. Oh, I couldn't really find the place. Just pulling up. And he has, quote, Bon Jovi later on, like as they're just hanging out. Oh, sure, I'll do a magic trick for you. Choose a number between 1 and 50. And he does. And his friend who has the notebook at some point checks and like cues him in on where it is. And they like zero in on the right like flower pot and they lift it up and it's, I knew you'd choose number 24.
It's all in the presentation, right? Like, you got to make them think big smoke and mirrors.
Hearing that magician, it really stuck with me to think like just like in this film, I'll call it this Columbo film, everything a magician does is like pre-planned to the second, which I think this show like kind of points out, right? Like he's very in tune to like this 9 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever. Like everything's pre-planned, everything's
it's
down
awesome.
to a dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good trick. I mean, we never really see the full extent to how it's done because the big reveal is like he goes in this box is in there. His daughter does a little dance. He reveals himself as one of the men dressed in black next to the box, securing the box.
Yeah.
Who has presumably been there the whole time. They had to have switched out at some point. We don't see that. We never know how that part of the trick
Off screen.
is done.
Also, that person has to know how it's done. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's not like he has. And by the way, I'm happy we get to kind of talk about this. Do you guys remember the greatest magic show of all time growing up?
What?
Chris Angel?
No, it was before that. It was way better than Chris Angel. Remember that guy in the mask?
Who would reveal the trick?
He would reveal the tricks.
Yeah.
He'd do the tricks. It'd be really dramatic. Then they'd show how he actually did it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the best magic show ever.
Didn't
There's
he
a
get
lot-
like sued? Didn't all the other magicians like hate his ass?
Did he get kicked out of the society?
They pulled his like clown.
They pulled the card.
Yeah.
Well,
He's excommunicado from magician school.
can't reveal your tricks, man. It's the one rule they have.
Clown card, say goodbye to it.
I just remember that mask because like that mask was like scary.
Oh yeah, it was like a wooden looking.
It was like gray and black, and like it just looked weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was great.
So the boss guy just gets capped normally though, right? Like there's like a scar, like a handkerchief around the gun. Santini.
There's like the golden eye, pew pew.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Just one pew.
just one pew,
Right in the heart.
Pew.
which is the mark of a professional. I mean, it's just like even like David Cassidy says, I believe it was a professional.
It reminds me of like the Candidate for Crime episode in terms of complexity and like need for precision.
Everything has to be done correctly.
of the murder. It's just like he deserves to get away with it. I'll be honest. Like this guy's
He deserves. Well, come on.
other than the fact that he's a Nazi.
The thing that he just brought up is that he leaves that napkin or whatever it is on the body. And that's like one of this magician's like marquee tricks is like pulling napkins out of his freaking sleeves and everything.
Right,
Or
yeah.
what are they called? Like it just keeps coming.
Handkerchiefs?
Yeah, the handkerchiefs is like super long. Like this dude has handkerchiefs coming out of his ears. Like of course he's the guy that like
There's just
I murdered
fucking-
him and was like, whoosh, here's a napkin to float down.
There's just a fucking rabbit jumping around the
Clean
corpse
yourself.
when they come in. Like, who could have done this? A hat with no bottom.
Yeah, I mean, the other part is like it's kind of a moment of tension is like the maitre d' who's the one who finds the owner, the boss, the guy who knows he's a Nazi, like finds him during the act, which is like all smiles from the great Santini. He's like, oh yeah,
Well,
Oh, he starts bowing right
like-
then. He's like, yes, my greatest
like-
trick. I did it.
like they found him, and I am here. Like everything lines up just right.
Hey, this scene we're watching
Yeah,
where
good call.
Santini lights the papers on fire,
Key.
it never comes back to fruition, though.
What do you mean? Oh, the fire.
He's saying it's all for naught.
I thought that like that guy later would be like, yeah, I smelled smoke coming out of that room. But basically, like, am I getting too ahead of ourselves here?
No.
Okay, so Santini, he's gonna kill his boss because his boss is gonna out him as a Nazi
Which
because they can't agree between 5 and 50%. Like, I can't stress that enough. It's a big.
Which, by the way, like the guy from the movie Big, he's like he owns the place, right?
He looks like Al Michaels.
He looks like Al Michaels.
Like
That's right.
Like Al Michaels if he ate vegetables, like a skinny
he's-
Al
he's-
Michaels.
He's the boss from Big.
Yeah.
If
He's the one who comes down and doesn't smell the smoke, but Santini's always like smoking these little itty bitty skinny cigar things.
much like Columbo.
Right.
Well, it's kind of the whole end of the intro, and I know it's a lot of our favorite part of this episode. Are we ready to get out of it a little bit?
Yeah. Let's
crazy.
bring up F Lieutenant Columbo. By the way, his name is
Well-
Frank, so I always call him F.
I didn't know that.
As the murder plays out, Santini does this huge magic trick within a magic trick hat on a hat within a hat. Mm-hmm. And he sneaks up to the room where the boss is, who's got this blackmail over him. He picks the lock and he shoots him. And he had been writing the letter to turn him in, actually.
That's
so he was right. He was like in the middle of writing the letter to like, seriously, I'm going to bust your Nazi ass.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes and he grabs all those papers and he burns them in a sink. So essentially, it seems like the perfect murder.
Let's be honest. The U.S. government would have gotten that letter and just gone, LOL, and just thrown it in the trash. They don't give a shit. Like, he's paying his taxes. I don't care. Whatever.
He's a 1%er. He'll pay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the key point. The letter was destroyed in a fire. Enter Lieutenant Frank Columbo.
Yeah, and we get a new Columbo, Pap. What's different about Columbo in this episode?
Dripped.
Right away. He's dripped out. He's got,
Dude, he looks wild.
we've talked about it before. Columbo has very specific comfort items, a very specific routine that he likes.
He hasn't got a new wardrobe in 29 years.
He's wearing a coat, and that is making him very uncomfortable. It's not his
It's a
coat.
new coat. He's wearing a suit that's
He's-
like tailored.
Lost his comfort coat. Totally.
Have you noticed like his like suit fits him perfectly?
He does look good in this episode. Yeah.
His hair better than ever. It's super like it's I mean he looks ready to like go out for a stroll in the town.
He's a dapper looking Columbo for sure. Thank you, Josh. And the coat though is ridiculous. It's a little too Hugo Boss in keeping
Oh no.
with the theme of the episode, right? Like, I don't know, like to the point where his incompetent sergeant doesn't recognize him. Like multiple people on the crime scene don't recognize him. It's like, oh, something's weird
Something
about
different
you.
about you, doesn't it?
You look put together.
I mean, he has like this kind of like light brick suit, like brick colored suit. He has, you know, hair feathered and lethal, ready to go. That new jacket fits him perfectly. It just looks weird on him.
Yeah.
I'm used to that, you know, disheveled ketchup, you know, mustard stain on the white shirt Columbo.
Well, he looks perturbed the whole time by the way.
Yeah, we don't get
He's not
a
happy.
murderer with a bitch wife, but we get strong Columbo has a bitch wife vibes from this
Yes.
episode. You know what's also weird? In our 7 episodes, we haven't seen Columbo's wife, but they make a point in this episode where he rips on his wife for getting him this coat, essentially. We see his dog.
Yeah.
Why not just show the dog a little bit? Like
Show the wife a
dog's
little
more
bit?
important
Yeah.
than the wife. Like, it's ridiculous. I love this though, Stevie. The immediate drip, and that's the Columbo we get. I'm
He
uncomfortable.
looks like
I'm looking good, and I'm uncomfortable.
he
about
looks
it.
like fit, like he's dieting.
Yeah.
It looks odd.
This is like the first time I saw Peter Falk, and I'm like, oh, he's not like a 60-year-old man as Columbo. Like he seems like, what is he, like 40, 42 when he's doing this?
He'd probably be 46 here.
It's like he's well rested.
Yeah, he's not drinking coffee nonstop. Being like, I didn't get much sleep last night.
Maybe him and his. Maybe he got laid recently. Like everything about him is just kind of regular, and he's like too regular.
He's like 48. He's
But
good. Yeah.
But we don't. He's 48 in this episode.
Yeah.
saying he can't
He
get
looks.
laid.
He looks he looks better in this season than he did in the first season.
He looks better than his little sergeant guy who's running after him with
He's
his
probably
strange
15
baldness
years
thing.
younger.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Like that looks like a man in his 30s for the time.
They come back to the coat quite a bit. It's a point of
He
like
tries ditching it everywhere he can.
yeah.
I think I just hit on something. He finally got laid, but the deal was like, I'll wear this coat. I'll throw away the old coat.
It's Columbo's birthday. You get some time with Mrs. Columbo.
But he has to throw away his old trench coat. But not to spoil it, but later he didn't throw it away. Pulls it back out of his office.
Yeah.
The fucking superpowers of Columbo. But
Just what he's he's got a flair for the dramatic. in this
dude, when
episode.
he becomes a magician, it's great. Like you're like, oh, I see. But Pap, we get new drip Columbo, arrested Columbo, recently got laid Columbo. This is new territory for us. Like fresh face, not leather, catcher's mitt Columbo.
looks
Like,
good. Yeah.
Looks good, right?
Doesn't even need coffee.
Doesn't need coffee, isn't bitching about no sleep. His his fake eye looks more real than ever.
It really does.
It's wild what we're doing here. Like this is brand new Columbo in the town.
Look at that hair. It looks like we put product in it or something. Like, it's nice.
I mean, this is superhero Columbo
Did
at
he
this point.
cut a date short to cover this murder story? And she's like, I could come with you. Where is it at? And he's like, oh, some part of town you wouldn't like. And meanwhile, it's like an entertainment diner restaurant.
Yeah, it's like his birthday dinner.
You'd hate
wouldn't
it,
like
man.
it.
You stay at the bowling banquet. I'll go here. All right, you stay. But like, what we don't miss, Pap, psychological warfare, Columbo, which is just on masterclass in this episode, is it not?
I will say, Jack Cassidy is not good at playing it cool at all in this episode.
How many leads?
Yeah. From the jump, like we mentioned, a distressed yet dapper Columbo locks in on the lock to the door and is almost like single-mindedly obsessed with the lock right away while his
He's got a touch of the tism about it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like he's pretty sure this is the linchpin clue. In the meantime, he does also talk to Jack Cassidy, the great Santini. And Santini,
Well,
go ahead, yeah.
he doesn't just talk to him. Santini makes the mistake of like introducing himself to Columbo.
Right.
He inserts himself. He's like, oh, you can't go backstage. Like, play it cooler than that. Don't talk to Columbo, and certainly don't tell him not to do something if you are the murderer.
You already got busted in Tahoe. Don't do this again.
Yeah, and even more so in like the second conversation where the great Santini is building a house of cards, and I think he says something to the effect of like, when he got pew-pewed, or it's like he's so like laissez-faire about it, and then he says something like, I have the best yet worst alibi of them all. Where was I when I committed the murder? Flipping a coin between his hands. Like, it's Columbo knows it's him instantly.
Well, also, like, Columbo does some shit that I love, which is just like, where are we going with this, right? Where does it lead to? And it comes back to that lock, right? He goes to the forensics guy, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, what's weird about this lock, right? What's different about it? And he's like, it's impossible to pick. Columbo's like,
oh, that's Lassiter, who's in Young Guns.
Whoa.
Yo.
But continue.
There
That's
we
the
go.
most legit Young Guns reference you've had.
You've honestly made on
years.
these. Yeah.
Hey.
There you go. But he's like, it's impossible. And Columbo's like, someone did it. We're going to find that someone. And Columbo, like you said, just locks in, right? Mm. And after, I always like it. I mean, we don't get a whole lot of like, hey, you're dumb in this episode, which is a nice change of pace. Usually the big bad will just shit on Columbo the entire time.
Yeah.
But he's actually put together at this point. So it's like, I can't shit on this well-dressed man who seems to have his life all together.
Well, they talk about it later in like a scene in a restaurant where it's like, I'm an illusionist, but Columbo, you are also doing a trick. Like, I see through your trick. Like, and it's like the only villain we've seen who like acknowledges, I know your shtick, Columbo.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Lally remembers that in the old days you spoke with a different accent.
Was it this one, mein Herr?
Oh.
Or perhaps this one, Governor. Is it better all wrong?
Or, maybe it sounded like this. I could do my East Ukrainian, but unfortunately Miss McCarthy and I have an appointment. If you'll excuse us, Lieutenant.
Could you at least tell me which name it was? Was it Arlington or was it Kensington?
Oh, neither, actually. It was Washington.
Do you have a first name on that, sir?
Martha.
That's him saying fuck you.
Yeah.
For those not listening at home. But I played that, Pappy, just because that's directly after he's like, no one knows who either of us are really, huh, Columbo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jack Cassidy thinks he can outsmart Columbo, but he knows Columbo's a smart guy. And Columbo's like focusing in on the lock the whole time and kind of proving that initially. It's the first brick.
In like the cool parts at me at least is, especially in this episode, I just really enjoy this episode, is when Jack Cassidy, the great Santini, has like his first act after the murder, and Columbo immediately like inserts himself into the show. You know, he's trying to get this, you know, young hot blonde up there, and he's like, oh, sir. He's like, I'll do it. And he's like, oh, yay.
I think my single favorite part of this episode is Columbo clapping in the audience. Just like a wild wolf man. Everything Santini does is awesome. I hope you guys noticed the way he was clapping and the way he's just sitting in the front freaking row in a table of his own. Like,
Didn't bring his wife, by the way.
No,
He
they
couldn't make it.
There's like 3 empty seats at his table.
Columbo's really good about like dialing up the cash too. He's like,
he has cash? Who is this man? Like, I mean, and the funny part too is Peter Falk kind of preempts it before we even get the show. He's like, sir, I want to try a magic trick with you. And he's like, after. Yeah. And like, the fun part about that entire scene to me, which is, you know, the magic tricks are cool and everything, but when Columbo does his trick, he kind of really puts the great Santini in a bind.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, well, I have to do it because I'm the great Santini, but also like, fuck. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think he kind of knows what Columbo is doing at this point.
It reminded me of K-pop Demon Hunters when the demon boy band challenges the K-pop gals to like play games with us. It's like you have the audience in front of them, so they can't say no. He's like, "Oh, I've got a trick for you," and the audience is like, "Yeah, I'll do it." So of course Santini must engage in the unpickable handcuffs.
Right, where he's like, I mean, and the cool part about this too is like before we even get this scene, Columbo goes to a locksmith and says, I need you to make me these cuffs with this type of lock system, right? Mm-hmm. Where
We don't know the full. We get bits and pieces of that conversation,
but we can surmise by the cuffs he brings out going to the locksmith. Okay, he made them especially for this, and like it's kind of that damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I love the framing of it when he gets them off. Columbo doesn't look at the great Santini; he looks at us.
It's the greatest scene in Columbo history.
He looks at us and goes, "Gotcha." Like it's fantastic.
The close up that happens on Columbo's face and like cuts is like it zooms in and cuts back to Santini, then zooms in Columbo and cuts back to Santini, and zooms in more on Columbo. And Peter Falk's face just of like jovial wink, like it's the best scene in all of Columbo I think I've ever seen.
I like it where sometimes we know when Columbo gets somebody, like it's like okay, he's got him. The fact that like the bad guy knows that Columbo, is onto him is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. One of the best.
Look how angry he is trying to get these cuffs off because he knows he's like, oh, damn it, motherfucker.
And what does Columbo say? I knew you could do it?
Yeah.
Like that.
I knew you could do it, sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just that smile of,
yeah, look at this.
That's some bitch, I got him.
Zoom in on Columbo.
Columbo essentially wins if he does or doesn't
Got him.
pick these.
Also, like Peter Falk's Columbo character is perfect.
Got him. Give him a wink. Give him a wink.
Because within the universe of Columbo is always like amazed by what he's seeing, or like, oh, sorry, like, oh, just one more thing. He's always playing this humble guy. So like he's of course taken by this magic, quote unquote, right? Like he's like, oh wow, what a trick, like he's perfect for it. Even with his dapper suit he's got on.
No, like I said, I love that scene how Columbo just inserts himself and kind of also becomes like a star of the show.
Yeah.
Where everyone's like also clapping for him, like, yeah.
Columbo like takes a bow.
And it is kind of cool too, also where at the very end he gives him his badge at the end, like, oh, pickpocketed you. Like even, just the magic in this is cool.
A showman to the very end.
Yeah.
Right.
Truly.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he's got his like eyes, his eyes really dialed into him, like, okay, this is officially the guy. Then we can start having some fun with the episode.
Exactly, because at that point, it's like, I think it's 32 minutes into the movie or into the episode.
It's a movie. It's an hour and 40 minutes.
It's exactly a third of the way in where you're like, oh, Columbo's going to come in and have to dismantle all of his tricks within the trick one by one. And you just get I was salivating for him to do that.
Yeah.
What, just like, how do you do this? Where was he doing this? How do you do this?
Yeah, like the magic trick with the waiter coming to the door that we already kind of like sussed through, right? Like how did he do the choose a number? How did he have a voice behind this door when he wasn't in this room? Like, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. We've talked about this many, many times, but I would hope that if I was ever accused of murder, having just opportunity and motive would not be enough to convict me. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, that's all Columbo is driving towards in this entire episode. Like, could Santini have done it? Well, he can pick the lock. That's good enough for Columbo. Did he want to do it? Yeah, this guy knew he was a Nazi, so that's enough, right? Like, it's.
I mean, you got to end with the bad guy getting arrested, don't you, Pap? I mean, you can't just knish it. I mean, you got to.
Sure, yeah.
You got to show, like, hey, this man went down, but also. The villains of Columbo are very stupid. They always admit to something they shouldn't have.
Right, yeah. He shouldn't be fighting.
Grab a lawyer.
That's the psychological warfare.
They just want to be be done with it.
He finally got me. I'm so sick of
I can
grading
sleep
me.
now.
Yeah.
In my dreams, all I see is his freaking terrible jacket.
Yeah.
It's like they say, like, I always tell you who the guilty ones are when they first go to jail because they go to sleep right away. Like, if they're awake all night, it means they're not guilty. But if they go to sleep, they've been like holding on to this now.
That seems insane. Like, that's not enough to.
Oh, I know, but it's just kind of that thought of like, oh, thank God I just got Columbo off my back for him to see that man anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like it's just kind of that psychological warfare he plays the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we do see kind of some like threads where Columbo's trying to piece together, especially in the kitchen where he's like,
oh yeah,
how do you know all these men? And the guy's just like, I run the restaurant, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I see a guy who doesn't look familiar, I don't care. Like, we get temps in here all the time.
Put the jacket on.
Put the jacket on, right? Exactly. And then we also get the whole microphone thing, which he has to go to another magician to figure it out.
Dude, that magician, he's got the craziest looking face of any actor. Like, what amazing casting. Like, his lips are huge, but his like face itself is small.
He looks like Zodiac.
He's got like a very strange appearance to him.
There's a couple like sets outside of the like inside of the restaurant where the show is taking place.
Very few, but
One
two.
is the kitchen, which is just an insane cartoon kitchen where there's way too many people popped into
Emil
this
the
room.
Rat is in there right now. Like, it's nuts.
It's like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also there's like as many people in the kitchen as there are in the restaurant. Another one is this magic shop, which Pappy's talking about and we'll get more into in a second. But another one is this like lab where someone is looking, when he's looking at the lock and he like discovers a wire had like tried to pick it.
It was definitely picked.
There's all these like bubbling test tubes,
Yeah,
like
dude.
with different colored water going
Science
everywhere.
is done here for sure.
Science is
So if you think about that being like an over the top cartoon science room, I think
Yeah.
that's like what this kitchen is like too. Like, how many people are wearing a chef's hat?
too many.
It's like
Too many.
that's what you call too many dicks in the kitchen.
This episode is broad and funny. It's a little silly at all times. Like
I think so.
even with like a Nazi subplot and like everything that's happening. It's like a little goofy
Hey, that's not silly.
around. No, as I'm saying, even with that, it's still like goofy around the corners. You know, like the fact that Columbo's dog pops up for like a split second is just goofy too.
Like, the only thing I have a real kind of issue with this episode really is I feel like it should have been the money guy to press the issue and not Santini
Sure.
to say, we were 50, now you're getting 5. And he's like, don't come back at me because I got your Nazi past on my hands. That would have been different, right? Because then it would have been like, this man's
Almost
getting,
out of survival.
this man's getting screwed over, but also like he is a former Nazi.
Right.
Like the money guy's almost pushing him there, right? It wasn't like, here's your 5, I'll take 95 now. I feel like that should have been really reversed because it almost would have made it seem like, I wouldn't say sympathetic, but just would have made more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Like it's almost like they don't do enough with the Al Michaels looking owner, the money guy. Like
What happens with his stake?
He owns the whole restaurant outright.
So he doesn't own the axe though. He just owns like who pays what?
It's so funny because like Columbo spends so much time trying to determine a motive, and it's like no one has more motive than this guy. And like the sergeant points it out. He's like, "Well, he stands to own the whole restaurant." Columbo's like, "No, fuck that.
No.
Only one man could have broken this lock. He's our guilty man."
Or it would have been the greater plot twist is they work together.
Yeah,
That would have been like the ultimate plot twist.
It really is the lock, though.
the lock is yes.
I think
It's
that's a little
everything.
clue to like the psychology of Columbo. You find the most mysterious part of the murder, and that's like the specialty of the murderer, essentially, or something.
Like how a scuba diver would drown during a storm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the whole reason he goes to the magician is that he has to prove opportunity, like we mentioned, and Santini in his constant flair for the dramatic, like as he's like sashaying up to the stage,
You hate Jack
says
Cassidy.
he says something like, "Oh, by the way, like I always get my brandy every night," and so like, and then the waiter who delivered the brandy said, "No, I definitely knew he was there. I heard him," and Columbo's like, "Heard him? You only heard him. You didn't see him."
You didn't see him.
Well, he also did a Home Alone trick where he had like shadows through a light kind of dancing.
Yeah.
Like Home Alone 2? The clown?
Home Alone 1 with the like.
Oh, I think I meant the clown in the shower.
What is that sound? What is that music that's playing right there? Rocking around the Christmas tree. I think a model train is going around in a circle with an MJ poster on top of it, like with the silhouette, just like walking around.
Right, yeah, just to like throw him. We talked about like the magic trick, but him going to this magic shop with a guy with a crazy ass face, I couldn't help but think when Columbo is demoing this magic trick, it looks like a phallic guillotine, right? Like, is that not
A deadly glory hole.
instantly what you guys
What do they
thought?
call that where the circumcision is on moil or whatever?
Yeah.
Puts a carrot in there and chops it in half, so
Yeah.
it's not a huge stretch.
And he goes,
for you to
"Oh,
say
it'd be
this."
deadly, wouldn't it?" Wouldn't it, Columbo?
With what?
Yeah.
Like the movie Teeth.
Dude, his face is nuts.
It's crazy. He looks like Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Like,
He looks like
Shad will get that Teeth reference.
he looks like a frog come to life.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
Like a prince.
Yeah.
It looks like a frog that was kissed that was turned into a prince in a Disney movie, but it's live action. But he's also a prince who's like 75 years old. Like I can't describe how wild this is. A James Bond villain for sure.
Just an insane person. But all this to say is like, oh yeah, microphones and Bluetooth speakers exist in the 70s, which by the way, pretty crazy technology, right? To be able to set up a speaker with a battery power and then talk into it remotely, convincingly sounding like a person in the room. It's got to be like $200 back then.
Is that not giving Kevin McAllister with
Rockin'
Talk Boy? No, with like
oh yeah,
pressing play on the Talk Boy.
You know
and
what?
then like people are like,
Maybe.
oh, that sounds like a real human. Sorry for all the Home Alone
a
references.
bit of a Home Alone
I'm
gambit.
Mr. McAllister, the father.
The father. I guess it's good tech, but what struck me also, Pappy, is like Columbo would have no clue about podcasting.
That's true.
You're talking to a mic, and then anyone on the planet can. Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
You just type spoilers into Spotify. Actually, no, we're banned on Spotify.
FCC
Mr.
had
Columbo.
enough.
You just type Columbo on Apple Podcasts. It's like, yep, anyone in the world can listen to it. Columbo, you got it.
Amazing.
That's just incredible.
I don't believe.
Did you guys like the Grandpa Joe scene? I thought it was the most out of place scene in the entire show.
I like when he's like, oh, is that your hot plate? Wow, what a nice plate.
What is this?
What is a hot plate?
Dude, what is this?
A hot plate is like
They never show the hot plate.
a stove for like hobos, right? Like it's like that.
Or poor college kids that shouldn't have it in their dorm.
It's like a George Foreman grill.
Yeah,
It's like a
kind
barrel.
of.
It's like a barrel with a fire inside of
you
it.
plug it into the wall. It's as big as that plate of chicken strips, and it just gets hot. And you can boil water or noodles or.
Is that your hot plate? That's a nice hot plate. Is that your fridge?
It's a nice fridge. Is that your TV?
It's like, no, it's actually not my fridge.
Columbo says, "Do you get maid service?"
Is this guy? So is Grandpa Joe another Nazi, or just another
No, he was,
just another European ally?
He was a Ringling brother. I mean, he was a high wire guy, right? Tightrope guy.
I think so, and just like was in the same circles in Europe.
But he knew our main Jack Cassidy / Stephen Miller / Stefan Mueller.
Yeah, put the shta.
He knew about him when he was like young. He remembers him having like his original German accent or something, right?
Multiple accents, multiple names. The bit
Shadiness.
confirms that he's a master of accents. I
And
guess.
Columbo has no idea about the Nazis at all right now either. He's just trying to figure out who killed this man.
I got to be honest, this scene, Stevie, does not lend a ton in terms of evidence. It's kind of just a comic relief scene, and the joke is this guy's a old poor alcoholic.
Is that what he's drinking?
Yeah, it's beer. He offers him a beer.
I thought it was just Red Bulls.
He's got crushed up beers on his TV. He's got beers everywhere. It's a pap. It's a regular.
What
pap
beers
can.
are those?
Grolsch.
The old school kind with the old school tab that you would open.
See, that's what kind of made me think he was also maybe a Nazi too. He's just drinking his pain away. He used to be friends with Stephen Miller. Like
Columbo leaves this poor, broke, pap-denned man, Grandpa Joe's apartment, and just leaves the door wide fucking open.
just one more thing. Can you shut the fucking door, Columbo?
Also, I thought this during the scene, and I still think it now. Mm-hmm. There's no way they shot this inside of a restaurant.
Which scene?
The scene with Jack Cassidy and his like future mistress or girlfriend or whatever.
It's his daughter.
Her?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's his daughter. Point two.
What do you mean?
That's not his.
It's just
I don't think
another
it's his
woman.
daughter.
It's a woman that looks like his daughter.
It's not his daughter.
That he's really
Oh, it's
attracted
not?
to.
He's like saying like you could be a great companion.
I just didn't think Jack Cassidy would be attracted to a person like that.
I think this dude was getting
Hey.
laid on set, man. Like, but
He's suave.
very. But like, there's no way that's not inside of like a hotel banquet hall or a hotel hallway. It looked weird when I looked at it. Like the entire like side of the wall, the way that like the tables are all in a row. It's like, okay, this isn't a banquet hall. It just looks weird.
This was the appearance of the Columbo dog, by the way, which we haven't seen at all over our 6 episode arc. And he only gets 2 minutes of 2 seconds of screen time.
What is it, a basset hound?
Mm-hmm. That's a Hubie.
Pretty cute. Good boy.
It's like the one dog I want after my kids like leave for college. Just get a basset hound.
Just like
just to hang out with.
Mope around.
Just to mope around with, just to hang out with, watch football with. Not a high maintenance one, just kind of just chills out, lays there, snores. That's all I want.
Columbo's aggressive in this whole scene too. Like he knows he's like 90% of the way there. He's really not holding back. He's starting to apply the direct psychological pressure more and more.
Also, is Jack Cassidy's mustache getting more and more reverse Hitler as we go?
Ooh, is it?
Yeah, I noticed like when I was watching this, I'm like, the gap in that mustache is becoming insane.
Dude, yeah.
Dude,
look at that.
It started out with a little gap and it's becoming bigger and bigger.
They'll never
That's pretty keen on you, Stevie.
They'll never suspect me.
They'll never see the gap. They only see the middle. Like, no, I was like, but Pap, how is he aggressive with Jack Cassidy, the great Santini, and his future mistress?
And why is he so good at accents?
What did this one, my dear?
Or perhaps this one, Governor.
English one sucks.
Is it better all right?
Is it better all right?
Or, maybe it sounded like this.
I like that last one.
Well, he's just trying to say like, hey, listen, I know. He's already straight up said, I know you can pick the lock. I know that you have something weird in your background that you're not like being forthcoming with. You don't look Italian. It's the first thing I wrote down about you, which Columbo is always about the Italians.
Gotta love a good Italian.
So he's got him 90% of the way there. He's just trying to see if he'll crack.
This is also, too, where it's like the great Santini is becoming very annoyed just by Columbo's presence.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, dude, like, get the hell away from me. Like, it started out as like, hey, I'll help her here where I can, or find anything, to the point of like, dude, you're incessant and you're insane.
Mm-hmm.
But he also pays him this particular backhanded compliment.
And what about you, Lieutenant? Beneath that ruffled exterior, there ticks away the heart of an empiricist philosopher probing for the truth at all costs.
I'm just doing my job.
You make it sound so proletarian.
Does that not... What was that? Nazi movie we did with The Stranger.
The Stranger?
Isn't that what it was called? Where they were doing like... The college dudes were running through campus, like throwing the confetti at like the trash everywhere.
Oh, yeah, the Orson Welles one?
Yeah, Orson Welles' The
Dude,
Stranger.
yeah, it's like the same
Stranger.
thing. Yeah, where Orson Welles is a secret Nazi.
And every once in a while he'll start like talking, like waxing poetic about something.
Yeah. 20 years earlier, but still a
The
thing.
Nazis still aren't liked. They weren't liked then. They're not like now.
It's like I said, it's crazy to think like in the 70s it would be very realistic that a former Nazi could have
I forgot about The Stranger. I love that movie.
just throw trash.
But it's weird because I wonder what it was like to live in a time where it's like,
Could you have been a Nazi?
you know how it's like people...
What do you mean? What would that be?
I feel like people in our society are like cynical and suspicious of immigrants. And then when an immigrant anywhere does anything bad, like if a Mexican kills someone around a border, it is like, we are cracking down on all immigrants. But I wonder what it was like to live in a time where it was more like, these are respectable people that the white class likes and lifts up, and all of a sudden the glass breaks. And it's
people are
like,
still pretty chill about it.
but someone like this, I don't think people were chill about Nazis once they found them. So it was like a whole paradigm change. He goes from like an established person in the community. People look up to him. Women like him. He's like the best musician. He's the
got a
best.
cape.
He's the best magician in LA. Everyone looks up to this guy. And all of a sudden he's a Nazi who tortured and killed people.
Yeah.
And like your whole country was against. Like, that's insane.
It's pretty wild.
Maybe he was in charge of trains.
And that's actually
He's 21,
like,
he's just a boy.
that's a legitimate stance to hold for our country, where it's like, we actually want to root out the Nazis who did really evil things instead of just people of brown color because one person.
Is there any chance though that like
I have a point there. There's a point in that.
But do you think, Josh, there's any chance that like the Santini guy has a right to reform his life? Like maybe he didn't know what was happening. Like you've seen the picture.
That's
of, like,
where
the
I'm at
Nazis.
with it.
Yeah.
It's a much more compelling episode if the money man like goes out of his way to make Santini's life harder.
This guy was 18. He got caught up in it. He went straight to the Eastern Front. Never did anything in like Poland. You know, like just
Yeah, nothing bad happened in Poland.
just kind of like I don't know. He's got to go to.
I think
to
there's
prison.
ways to like portray him as like if he would have just said I had to, or I would have been killed, or my family would have been killed, but it's nothing like that. It's almost like, yeah, I was a Nazi and now I'm hiding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
What would have like
If he showed any kind of remorse,
done it for me though is at the very end he started speaking with a real thick German accent and just
Yeah.
being like, "This feels good," like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
he still has it like in him to like do it and like kind of go back to his former self, like which would have been like his identity, so like, hardly ingrained into him.
We should mention too, Sergeant Wilson. He's the one who cracks the case, really, right? Like,
Without him, there is no case, right?
do you like him as like a side Dr. Watson, as he's called, pedantically?
Columbo doesn't do a lot of sides, but for this one, I do like it. I mean, my favorite so far is the flight crash investigator. I thought he was like an amazing side.
Yeah,
I think his name was like Pangborn, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
That dude was awesome. Like Wilson's all right, but
his special interest is typewriters.
for some odd reason,
Columbo likes coats. He likes typewriters.
and we get old coat Columbo by the end too, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So when he's demoing what a typewriter does and he types like a line, is that like a Nazi line? Why does that?
I think it was like the quick brown fox jumped over the quick red fox.
No,
jumped
he
over the
types
brown
something
dog.
like those who want to wish our party.
Yeah, I think-
Well, now is the time to step up. It's something like
It's like a typing exercise.
Oh,
like where
really?
you hit almost all of the keys. Yeah, that was the point of.
But that made Columbo think of Nazis.
No, I think it was when he understood the inner workings of the typewriter and that the band was disposable.
Huh.
Because he's talking about like, oh, I did one of these at the academy. He's got a fully disposable ribbon. And I don't know much about typewriters at all.
Yeah, apparently typewriter has like a blueprint, or like what's it called when you take a photograph and there's like the
Well, a negative.
yeah, there's like a film negative.
It's a film negative of type.
Of the last like couple paragraphs that were typed on this paragraph on this typewriter. I mean,
I think it's all. I think it took the whole thing of everything you.
so
typed.
that's how that thing used to work.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
It was a little mysterious.
I think it's like you could have like a reusable ribbon where you'd have to do some kind of.
Essentially, when Jack Cassidy killed his boss and took the letter out of the typewriter, he didn't also drag the remaining files to the trash bin and press delete. There's like something left on the hard drive of the
exactly.
typewriter.
He's like, well, we can just hit Control Z. Keep hitting Control Z.
Keep hitting it.
We're gonna see the whole thing right here.
In classic Columbo fashion, though, how do we actually nail the great Santini? Because it's actually kind of funny.
Flair for dramatic the whole time. Columbo has.
Did he have to do that?
He uses again the secret microphone prank to pretend like he's talking in the office where the murder took place. Then as Santini goes to flee, cops appear from first the door and from the side entrance, and Columbo throws back the curtain.
Dude,
Yeah, he's behind the curtain.
the great reveal.
Like, can you imagine? Columbo's just standing there behind the curtain, like, okay, we got him. I'm gonna throw open
What
these
happens
curtains.
if he went out the front door?
Yeah. It's just so funny too because Columbo shows no flair for the dramatic the whole time. He's so uncomfortable by like wearing nice clothes. But
Yeah.
when it comes to showtime, Columbo's on stage. He's ready to go.
Dude, not gonna lie. The appearing letter. What an amazing way to end the show.
Yeah.
Like, just because,
Describe it. Yeah. What happens?
it's awesome because, like, Jack Cassidy is just like, you know, they pretty much show Jack Cassidy, like, hey, we have this letter. And Jack Cassidy does his, David Copperfield bullshit and burns it right in front of everybody. He's like, haha, no letter. Mm-hmm. And then Columbo, sleight of hand, like shucks his arm out in a way that's so unnatural. Like you think that like Peter Falk would have thrown his shoulder out doing it. But like sleight of hand, like a letter appears between his fingers and he's like, I got another. Mm-hmm. And then Sergeant Wilson does the same thing. And then they start just...
Everyone's got a letter.
Everyone's like doing like this appearing act.
Yeah.
And all the great Santini had to say was, I didn't do it. And he walks away.
Right, yeah.
Because there's no evidence tying him to fucking anything.
No, there's zero evidence. There's no prints.
There's
all
nothing.
Circumstantial.
Like, okay, if you want to say like, okay, yeah, I was a Nazi by my... I don't think like the U.S. government would have deported him. I really don't. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a hard time believing they would have. And then, like, you'd have been like, there was no prints on the gun. You can't place me at the crime scene at all. Like, it would have been, like, I think a judge would have tossed the case out if anybody tried to prosecute.
Right. Yeah.
It was
of course,
that
like
thin.
all Columbo episodes.
Dude, it was that thin.
Yeah. But it's worth it to see Columbo holding that piece of paper up in the air like it's a golden fucking ticket. It's amazing.
He does wear nice suits throughout this entire thing, though.
Who?
The great Santini.
He looks great. Yeah.
Like, that dude has money.
I mean, it's only psychological pressure, right? That's like the whole panache behind it, the whole flair behind it is just to get him to confess, which he does, and then it's over, right? That's Columbo's whole trick, is to
get someone to go so mad they confess.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of the episode we did where you'll have to remind me which one it was, but Columbo spends the last 5 minutes going, did you see what he just did?
Oh.
Did you see
Negative
what he
reaction.
just did?
Yeah. With Dick Van Dyke.
Sir, did you see what he just did? It's like, did you guys see this guy try to escape after we called him out? Did you see how he freaked the hell out?
Whoa, so dramatic.
Some of these episodes, like, yeah, he puts on a show to catch the murderer and like get him to confess, and this is like the number one example of that we've seen.
Pat, I'm actually really pumped you picked this episode. It's a great episode.
Oh yeah, leads us into spooky. This might be one of my favorites, not to give away.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's up there with Johnny Cash for me. Just
Little buddy.
Just the goofiness all around the edges.
No, this is a great episode. It's just, like I said, it's satisfying. It's different. Not the normal bitch wife. Talk to Columbo like he's dumb. Like, it's also very, what would you call that? Bottle episode?
Sure.
Or not, but what would you call that? Where like almost like a stage play. It takes place in one area, really.
Very few. Like they go to the locksmith, they go to the magician's office. But
this isn't your typical Columbo around town. Like this is like very in the same space type episode, which is like it's neat.
Yeah, I think like the magic itself translates pretty well to the small screen. Like I know I was shooting on it earlier, but
it's good magic.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine magic, and like it's kind of fun to see the behind the scenes aspects of it. So
much for your letter.
We should say, yeah, he tries to burn the letter.
He does.
Crazy.
Oh, he's got it.
Like that wouldn't have been admissible in court. Like he destroyed the evidence. We have 20 witnesses. It's all.
Is Columbo left-handed?
He's certainly right-eyed.
Damn.
Sorry.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed it earlier. There's almost an awkward part on stage where Jack Cassidy goes to shake Columbo's hand, and you can tell his eye doesn't see it.
Oh, no.
Until he has to move it into frame, and then Peter Falk shakes his hand. I was like, oh yeah, that happened. Like, you can tell he could not see it with his eye.
I still get confused, actually, which eye isn't.
It's his left eye.
Which is his left eye?
Our right, his left.
Which, you're
But
saying,
the one that's not moving.
The one that's not moving.
What do you mean?
His right, our left?
Yeah. No, our right, his left.
I'm not sure about that.
I think we talked about it.
You're wrong.
Is it?
His right, our left? Looks like his left is real, but I get
our
confused.
right, his left.
Okay. Is real.
No.
Okay,
his
sorry.
left.
Peter Falks wore a glass eye in his right eye socket.
See?
Okay.
His right.
It's confusing.
He can be a little confusing.
Our left, his right. Yes.
Okay.
You're right, Josh.
Our left is the
Real
glass one.
Yes, this one.
It's
over
the
here.
glass.
It's the yeah.
Stevie thinks that's the real one.
Okay, you can tell by I was looking at it now. You can tell by the way he squints with his real eye, because his eye that's fake, he doesn't put any strain on it, and then his actual eye is sticking up for both, so it's real strain.
It's weird because I just bring that up to say, like, I think as a human you can tell something is off, but it really is hard to tell sometimes which one is which. And my grandma had a glass eye. I can speak on this a little bit. No judges.
I don't think we've talked about. It's perfect for the character, right? Because it makes him even that much more unassuming, right? He's not looking right at you. He's got a fake eye, which it sounds like he had cancer when he was a kid, which is
No shit.
yeah. He lost his eye from
that.
Yeah. So like,
Oh, damn.
as an actor, it works for this character insanely well. You never question it.
I'll say this too: Jack Cassidy looks tremendous for his age in this episode.
If they were going to bring back someone twice, I'm glad it was Jack Cassidy.
He's been exfoliating since he was 7, twice a day.
Like
Just very tight pores, very clean looking dude. Great smile. Great Santini smile.
This is also a very abrupt Columbo ending in classic Columbo fashion. Like, we don't know. Jack Cassidy goes to jail. The Nazi goes to an Israeli prison,
Is he hung?
presumably.
He let off? Who knows?
we have one more Jack Cassidy episode.
He's in 3?
Yeah.
What's the third?
Publish or perish.
What episode season is it?
That would be season 3.
That sounds a
In
lot like the
between.
first one. Publish or perish.
It is like a writing thing.
Season 3, episode 5.
He murders his writing partner. It turns out he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
This seems a little more convoluted, honestly. Publish or perish does. Seems very lots of ins, lots of outie.
I was going to say, I hope we never stop doing these Columbos, but if we...
His name is Riley Greenleaf. We got to do it.
Hobbit Leaf.
Yeah.
Listen, Josh, if you really want to stop doing them, I need to do a bad one. Because it's like you need to get the good taste out of your mouth. I'm so conditioned to be so excited to watch a Columbo and podcast with the Columboys.
Well, one thing I'm not really willing to do is end on a bad Columbo and just leave it at that.
Well,
Like that.
We just
that
keep
seems
it alive
like a
then.
Bad idea.
never stop.
Or we could just end after 7. Lucky magic number, kind of, you know.
I was doing the math.
Now you see Columbo Spoilers episodes. Now you don't.
You could listen to Columbo almost for a full day of work.
Just straight spoilers Columbo.
Just enjoy a full Friday of Columbo tomorrow or whenever you hear this.
You guys ready for yes or no's?
Oh, yeah.
Pap, go ahead.
Yeah, hard yes. Probably one of my favorites. It's silly, and it's silly and weird in the way that Johnny Cash one was, which made it my favorite. That's still probably number 1. This is number 2, I think. The intro itself, the way it ratchets up, is so fucking crazy. And like when he's like wearing a costume and murdering a man, and you find out he's an ex-Nazi, like it's just there's a lot happening. I think the Columbo, like kind of like being thrown off balance with his coat and everything, like works fine. And I think it's like a really good evolution of his character, even within this episode, that he gets his normal clothes. I kind of like the side character of Sergeant, whatever his name was,
Wilson.
to have like a kind of a dumb foil, and the way he's always coming in with like throwing in different alternatives. And like at some point, Columbo's like, "No, you moron. It was the magician. The magician did it. Catch up." Yeah, I think this would be like the second episode of Columbo I would show somebody. I might go Stevie, the what was the wine one?
Any port in a storm.
Any Port in a Storm, this, then Johnny Cash. I think that's like a really solid first 3 Columbos to ease someone
You're
into.
setting up for real good times at that point.
And you know what Columbo's all about after those. So yeah, hard yes. Very fun one.
George.
Josh from Goshen. Huge yes for this. I surprisingly wasn't at all like rattled by like Jack Cassidy coming in as a different character, playing a different person in a different time and a different place. Like, he's a great actor of the time. They have a good rapport. Back in the day, that was 5 years apart, like at least. Fun episode. Brought us back to a time where restaurants and entertainment collided.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll give this a hard yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a hard yes. I mean, I think Any Port in a Storm is still my favorite episode.
It was a good one.
It's, to me, like Donald Pleasance in that episode. It just, that's the most movie, like, type Columbo episode we've done. And it's considered the best episode for a reason. It's my favorite. This is not far behind. Jack Cassidy absolutely crushes this episode.
He's great.
The direction, the camera movement.
Oh, yeah.
Everything we have to deal with, also one Lieutenant Frank Columbo, like, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he pegs the bad guy very early, like who that is. And then we just have fun watching that psychological warfare come on through. We still have, I mean, a treasure trove of at least 25 more episodes to hit. Like, there's some classic Columbombs ready to be lit. Like, we have a lot of the treasure trove to do, but Pap, I think this is a perfect one you picked. Like, this is a great episode.
Columbo just goes down so easy.
And I think the reason is because, like, it's something that our generation really never got to experience, which is bad guy of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Mystery of the week. We never got to experience, like, Night Gallery or Twilight Zone or, like, those detective stories. Like, we never had to wait for tune in next time.
Yeah.
It's what I always talked about you with The Mandalorian, right? What The Mandalorian should be, which is tune in next week to see what happens.
Adventure
again.
of the week. Yeah.
Adventure of the week. I think that is where that story should have gone. I think trying to make that into a overlong story was the biggest mistake that series ever could have made. It's about two people. It should have been about two people in space.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like why Columbo is so good is because we get what is Columbo doing this week? Where are the bad guys this time? Who is he up against? Is he outsmarted? Is he gonna end up saving the day by the end? There's drama there versus, Columbo started here episode 1, now he's here in episode 10. It's just that variety every week to me is just paramount.
So if you like this Columbo episodes, comment on Spotify or write it and say, Josh, you are wrong. We love
Columbo is dope.
Columbo today, Columbo tomorrow, Columbo forever.
We'll see if we get any comments. Sure.
See if we still can get comments.
You guys want to do some trivia?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You have a trip?
I can make one real quick. It won't be very hard.
All right.
All right. Give me 1 minute here. This is going to be closest to you, by the way, Josh.
Whoa. Columbo music, by the way. I should say.
Okay, guys. You ready?
No, he's talking about Columbo music. What?
They're called Columboner jams.
The Columbo YouTube music community is strong. Let me find the composer real quick. 1 second.
Possibly talking to the mic as well. Just consider it.
Damn.
Okay. Bernardo Sagal did the music for this. He also did Negative Reaction, I believe, and the Stitch a Stitch in Crime, right? So
Negative Reaction's a great episode.
It seems like there's like a couple like prominent Columbo composers, and they left their mark. But sorry, Stevie, I'm ready for trivia.
You ready? Okay. Who's the most famous musician or famous magician in history?
That's the trivia?
No, I'm asking you guys. In your
Harry
opinion.
Houdini.
Yes, thank you. Josh, would you agree? The most famous magician in history?
Sure.
Oh, come on.
Who would you say?
I mean, what about Merlin or Nebuchadnezzar? Or I bet some people would argue for like biblical characters.
I'm trying to say.
But
Who are you trying
I
to
would say Houdini, though.
Strange tangent. Let's see
Well,
here.
Merlin's a great example. He's
a wizard, Josh.
So is Gandalf.
Merlin truly lived.
Siegfried or Roy?
Definitely Siegfried.
Yeah.
Roy is every town has a Roy.
Roy's every time it does.
Every town has a Roy. Roy's killing Roy's. Nothing new.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
Roy on Roy crime.
Nothing changes. Okay. At the time of his death, in that period of 1926, what was Harry Houdini's net worth? So not in today's dollars, in yesteryear's dollars, the time of his death, 1926.
I just heard something I was listening to The Rest is History, and someone was offered like $500 in the late 1800s, and that was worth like $140,000 in modern day.
That's crazy.
Just to help you out. What year was this? 1926, you said?
This is before the Depression.
Who goes first? You want?
Josh goes first.
Whoa.
Net worth of Houdini, $25K.
Josh, look under that chicken strip. I said you guessed 25K.
You knew I'd say 25K. Holy crap!
$2 million.
$2 million.
He's the most famous magician of all time.
I think he's like a billionaire. Have you seen pictures of Houdini?
I know he got punched in the stomach, right?
He looks like he's a guy off the streets. His hair's like all Columboed out all the time.
Well, listen, Columbo's good at his job.
Well, let's let Stevie just figure it out.
You said
for us.
25K. I said 2 million.
You could have locked me in. But
I'm sure math will need to.
Okay. Pap, I'll tell you right now. You didn't win.
Oh.
Josh, you were $475,000 off. He had a net worth of $500,000 in 1926 dollars.
That's a lot of money.
we were close.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
2 million.
2 million. If you
Right
said
between-
1 million.
You said 1 million, it'd have been like right there.
Gotcha.
Almost right in between.
So today's dollars averages out to about 8.8 million.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He lived a very, I imagine, lavish lifestyle or could afford. You know what I mean?
Putting a lot of money.
Think about how many people there are less famous than Houdini, worth so much more than 8 million, though.
True. Very true.
Especially people that won't be famous for decades and generations to come. Houdini is like
All time.
synonymous with magician or something.
Getting punched in the stomach.
Is it the way he went out? It's like went out John Lennon style.
Yeah.
I mean, he really should have dropped that stupid act he was doing. It's what killed him.
So you can take any punch in the stomach. That's not even a magic trick.
It's just having a strong core.
Yeah.
I mean, his appendix burst for fuck's sake.
Well, that story is that someone like kind of punched him
They say it's a
from the
myth.
side, right?
They think it was from a series of blows over time. He just
Oh.
wouldn't stop doing it. The whole like wasn't ready and got punched in the stomach. They think that's a myth. They really think what happened was he just like he was getting punched so often that his appendix did burst, and he kept doing it while he had a burst appendix.
What's the alternative? You get punched in the stomach and you don't die, and that's the trick? That's not really much of a trick.
I think he would get punched and he's like he picks the strongest person out of the audience and he takes their punch. And then that person in the 1920s would go back and punch their wife in the stomach to see how strong they were.
If I'm
They'd be like, wow, that Houdini's something. Because
If I'm
I was
Houdini,
laid out
though-
for 4 days.
because I have to imagine like
Dude.
Jesus.
What a talented guy.
Now I agree with you, husband. You are the man of the household.
Josh, since you won trivia,
Yeah, I'm on a roll
do you want to take
right
us
now.
out? Please take us out. Anything you want.
Hot take.
Hot take.
Nothing to talk about.
In a world where hot takes can get you fired real quick,
Oh no.
My biggest hot take is just, Martin's is still around.
These cookies.
They got these cookies. Whoa, they sucked.
I'm sorry.
It can't be any worse than the chicken.
They're almost drier. It's crazy.
Man, Goshen, we record these kind of late on Thursday nights. And it's kind of just like a sad sight to drive through town on a Saturday night or on a Thursday night at 9:30. And it's just so dead.
It's a sundown town.
Well,
The one pizza restaurant downtown Goshen, there's just like one person working there and 30
When they
people
want
trying to
to.
get pizza.
you were not thrilled.
You think about Venturi?
I'm not naming names.
Okay,
No,
by the way,
Venturi's
Venturi,
cool.
like set your actual hours of what it's going to be. Don't do this whole like sometimes we're open at 3, sometimes we're open at 4, sometimes we're open at 2. Just have actual hours.
Hey, chicken strips all day long in my house. Come on down. You're always welcome.
Venturi is my boy. Full shout out to Venturi. But I just think living in a small town with everything that's happened in the political environment right now in America is a little rough. Listeners from other countries, send up some prayers for us and frankly yourselves, because it seems like whatever happens here kind of trickles down to the rest of you.
We don't have much time longer on air, boys. They're coming for us.
That was spoilers.
Special thank you to our patrons, Matt Troll, Brother Brian, Druid King, Nick, The Meg, Nurse Stacy, The Wolf, ow, ow, ow. Barky 420, PK, Spencer, Gale, Swole, Cheese Zombie, Sebastian, Dr. Lars, Stone Cold Austin, Nephew Quinn, Best Friend Drew, Shatty Daddy, Jimmy the Cricket, Optimus E, the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Derbs, Teddy Ruxpin. If you'd like to request an episode, hear your name read by Spoiler Man, or even just help us make podcasts, please check us out on patreon.com/spoilerspodcast. Be sure to check out Corey's podcast, Big Dumb Movie. Our email is podcastspoilers@gmail.com. Twitter is @spoilers_pod. Our Instagram is Podcast Spoilers. It's lit. Josh Hensley from the Rutabaga wrote our theme song. Please support this podcast by leaving us an iTunes review. To do this, 1. Search for Movie Spoilers. 2. Click on our orange Spoilers Bowl logo and scroll all the way to the bottom. 3. Leave us some stars and some words. Now you can check us out on Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Spoilers is now available on Audible.
Jack Cassidy just chews up every scene he's in. It's awesome.
It's a funny one.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Pat.
What?
I just pulled out like a 3-inch long nose hair. Ooh.
Why are you sorry?
I mean,
Donate it to the vacuum.
yeah.
Why'd you count down?
That was like an 80-year-old man hair coming out of the nose. Just
ready?
like,
On go. Ready?
I'm very distracted by the nose hair.
Dude, it was
3.
It was a banger.
2, 1.
That was Spoilers.